Don't turn the dial. You're now tuned in to the Safety Man Movement Podcast with your host, Terry the Great.
What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of the Safety Man Movement Podcast. Welcome you guys back. I'm your host, Terry Gray, and I am the Safety Man. And guess what? So are you. And it's Tuesday, and I'm excited about having you guys here. In today's episode, we're going to talk about basically living with safety at home and at work. Because if safety only stays at work, then it's not really in your heart. And I'm trying to help you discover the inner hero that's inside of you, so that we can actively see it at work in the world. And so I want you to understand the impact that you have at work and at home, and the importance of it being in your heart, not just in speech, not just in your conversation, but with intentionality everywhere you go, every day. All right. So as we jump into this, I have a safety thought of the day. The safety thought of the day that we want to talk about this morning as you get your day started. Think about this, all right? If safety awareness disappears when you clock out, then safety is only compliance for you, and the things that you really care for are actually in danger. If safety awareness disappears for you when you clock out, then safety is only a compliance. And what I want to do is get it more from compliance to ownership, guys. I'm trying to help you get to a place where you can see how important safety is and where it connects and all of the different perspectives that it needs to be addressed. I think part of some of the issues that we deal with as it pertains to dealing with safety is that we only talk about it in our companies. And when our companies talk about it, they only talk about it from a company perspective. And typically that perspective is don't get injured, don't get hurt. While we do want that to be the case, we don't want you injured. We want you to go home the same way you came in, but it is just as important that you come back to work the same way that you left. That matters because you are, again, like we talked about yesterday, you have a capacity to make an impact in some way, to impacting somebody, right? So knowing that today, who you are at home is who you bring to work. The person you are at home is the person that you bring to work. And the person who is at home is the real you. And when that person enters the workplace, who that person is going to impact how people experience safety that day or today. Who you come to work as today will make the difference in the people who are around you. And that's why I need you to get this in your heart, guys, because it needs to actually mean something. Safety has to actually mean something to you so that you can be as impactful as you need to be. A thought that I had today was that if you won't protect what you love at home, then you definitely won't protect what you don't love at work, right? I know most people go to work because it's their job, it's the things that we do, is what we get paid for, and we go to work to provide for the thing that we actually care for. We typically only think about safety when we're at work, and we don't think about it as much or take it as seriously when we get home. Right? You'll put on your PPE and things like that because you feel like if you don't do those things, you're going to get in trouble. However, when we seem to get home, we seem to stop thinking about it altogether. And we don't even consider thinking, should I be as serious about safety at home as I am at work? Because we go home, we'll do things, we'll cut grass, we won't put on PPE, you don't have no ear protection. The same way that you can lose hearing at work, you can lose it at home. The same way you can lose it at work from a grinder, you can lose it in your car when you got your music too loud, driving down the street, or you're using your lawnmower, you don't have PPE on. The same way that something can happen at work, it can happen at home. So you have to be willing to take the mindset of safety and take the walls off of what you typically believe safety to be. And again, what I said is that the person who you bring to work, or the person who you are at home, is the person who you bring to work. And if you don't care about yourself at home, you're not going to care about others when you get to work. And what I need you to know is that it matters that you care for yourself, because if safety is ownership, you have to be willing to care and save yourself first before you attempt to save anybody else. I always use this example when you go on a flight and the flight attendant tells you when the oxygen mask drops down, what you need to do is please put the mask on yourself first before you attempt to help anybody else, because you're unfit to save somebody else if you yourself are in danger. So you have to protect yourself first. So I want you to walk away with is how important safety is at home, how important it is that it matters to you at your house, with your family, with your kids, with the people you love and care for the most. You have to internalize the safety, and you have to take it outside of the 8-hour day. I want you to be as intentional about safety as you can. Because safety is not just about avoiding an injury. It's about preserving your presence in the lives of the people you care about, and preserving the presence of your lives of the people who depend on you, and helping the people you care for understand that they also have an impact in your life. So we want to make sure that we are taking safety and we are expanding the umbrella and vision of what you think safety is. So as you go to work today, as you start this day, complete this sentence and privately to yourself and fill in the blank, because it needs to mean something to you. It says, I choose to protect my life because blank depends on my presence. I choose to protect my life because blank depends on my presence. You fill in that blank. Is it a person? Is it a thing? Is it what depends on you? You know that there is something and someone who depends on you every single day and hopes the best for you. Even if it's somebody you argue with, they look forward to you being present. So I want you to be mindful of who you are at home, so that when you come to work, you are presenting that person who actually cares, right? Don't come to work and fake it. Don't come to work and treat work like a safety stage where that's the only place where it matters. That's the only place where you need to be conscious of what decisions you make. You have to internalize the fact that it is greater and broader and grander than you have all ever imagined before you got here. All right. This is the Safety Man movement, guys. We're trying to get you going. It's not just one individual, but many individuals that are one. And you're a part of that. We have to work in this thing together to make sure. So as we wrap up today, I want you guys to share this episode with somebody whose presence matters to you. And follow and learn as we learn to bring safety home, as we're learning to activate the inner hero and seeing why it matters so much and why you matter so much. Listen, I'm excited as to where this is going. Happy Tuesday to you. Go get you some tacos. And let's make sure that everybody knows that the Safety Man is no longer one individual, but many individuals that are one. That means you have something to do. Make safety real at home, so when you get to work, safety is real there also. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Love you and appreciate you. I'll let you later. Peace.